So I got some things to say. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the drums going. Risings, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you guys. If you're awake, I pray you rose up in great spirits. I pray you rose up. I'm just thankful that I rose up, and I'm glad you rose up if you're able to see this. So, fam, first of all, happy new moon in Pisces. All right. I got messages. I had downloads. They came. A lot of them came, and I decided to, do my normal. I rose up today, and I was called to take a spiritual bath per the usual. But there was messages that came through. I just saw the Hierophant. There was messages that came through. Um, I've been getting these downloads for like the last couple of weeks, and just been thinking about how I was gonna approach even talking about this. But it's President's Day, right? That is the holiday for today, and I was called to do a collective read specifically because it was President's Day, and I wanted to share. Yesterday, I watched The Woman King, right? I watched The Woman King, and there were specific scenes that definitely, the messages that came through in me watching The Woman King, right? So the first scene, or whatever scene that really hit me, I actually cried when I saw the women when they were walking into the kingdom, and they were revered, and they were mighty, and they were strong, and they were so strong that you weren't even supposed to, lay your eyes on them. Like, you're not supposed to look at them, right? That was the message. And I actually cried in that scene because I saw warriors, right? I saw beauty. I saw strength. I saw unity. And of course, it was with the feminine energy. We don't typically see that portrayed in movies nowadays, where you see women an equal as a man. You know what I'm saying? I even love the message in the movie where they had the woman and the man, the woman king and the man king. They were twins, which is like, never mind, we're not going to go there. But I got the message. There were so many downloads that came to me. It was beautiful, but it was like, all right, how do I approach this, God? Like, how do I talk about this? And I thought, what better day to talk about it but on President's Day, right? We are honoring the presidents of the soil we live on, right? So I wanted to do a collective read, and just feel the energy of the collective, especially because of where I'm going to go in this conversation, it being President's Day. So when I watched the Woman King, what really resonated with me was something that I believe every person can resonate with, and it was the spirit of PTSD, right? We talk about, if you actually see the movie, the focus is about a woman in her power, right, and her strength. But there were two messages that I saw in that movie that really called to me, that God, I feel the Most High was convicting me to share today before I do this read. But the first message was the PTSD that the message of the movie. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but there was trauma, like deep, deep, deep trauma that that Viola Davis was dealing with in the movie, right? And it was, I mean, it goes as far back as generational trauma for, at the time, during that time, where people are looked at, human beings were looked at as, we know the story, we're looked at as not being human. So yet again, I'm called to have to speak this message on President's Day, because our presidents are who we are giving honor to, despite the history we know, right? So I want to talk about the PTSD part of the movie, where Viola Davis played this strong, courageous, mighty, powerful woman. But internally, deep down, she had been sold. She had been raped countlessly. She had dealt with a lot of trauma that she decided to kind of brush under the table, right? So it's just funny that the message that I was getting, this warrior mindset, these us women and men, okay, and this is really a message I feel that are going to resonate with people who have felt oppressed, who have experienced oppression, who have experienced being ostracized, and not even just by race, our race, or our color, if you will, but in any way, right? Any way, shape, or form. That message of the PTSD for me, like, it definitely resonated, because I know how people deal with certain traumas, as myself. I've dealt with my own traumas. And I realized that in our community, I was just kind of flabbergasted, because I paid attention to, I kept looking at how the director of this movie focused on the natural beauty of women of color, right? Their hair, but even nails. Like today, I took my bath, and I was looking at my nails, and I was like, man, my nails are so brittle, because I've always had them done. But in that movie, and I don't know who may or may not have seen this part of the movie or even paid attention to it. The warrior women had strong nails, all right? Like these nails, the girl had said you could poke somebody's eye out, but they were dirty. Like, they weren't the type of nails that are long and artificially strong and things of that nature that we deal with now, that we all, we all like now. I mean, me included, but I started to notice, just little parts of the movie that really called to me, and the message of, PTSD, and how people of color have had to embody PTSD. Like, I realize that we tend to kind of get frustrated. I'm so guilty. We get frustrated on how we got here, where now, and I'm speaking about women right now, how we have gotten away from, embodying our true beauty, our true selves, like loving on us without having to change, or, not embracing our natural being, right? I was called to have this conversation. And then just the PTSD message that stood with me in that movie, you know what I'm saying? She had endured something so painful, so brutal, that she was having an inner fight, like an inner battle. This is the battle with self, you know what I'm saying? And it resonated with me, because I've always thought, anytime I'm having difficulties, I always ask God, I sit within self and rather deal with it alone, or with, go to God, or this, that, and the third. But in the case of the movie, she was really having an inner battle with herself and God, and she had to face it head on. And I like that part about the movie. And that's one of the reasons why I named this "Have Faith, No Fear," right? Because I was called to deliver this message. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's not easy to deal with PTSD or anything. That heck, I I've known in my past, I've known rejection and abandonment so much that I know that at one point I had to battle it. But in order to get through whatever it is that we may battle, and we got to think about it, like PTSD ain't something that you can just say, oh, I did a couple days of therapy and I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm over this situation. Like, I think about it even from the movie standpoint, right? Like, we all have grandparents, and I think about my grandmother, my big mama, who is still alive to this day, who could have experienced, or not even could have, who experienced certain things that my generation, the way we handle things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what we would have done in the state of where things were in my grandmother's generation, right? But I say all that to say, when it comes to dealing with PTSD and healing, right? Imagine enduring, at a time that movie, there were so many things that came to me, and it just made me have to sit down for a second and think about. It talks about how we come from royalty, right? We know that we come from royalty, but we don't act like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was hitting me, like, looking at these warrior women who were ready to go on the front line, like put themselves on the front line and say no. The Dahomey tribe, like, then when I learned about, I had to, if y'all know me, I went down and I Googled, I'm like, the Dahomey tribe and oil, or I hope I said that right. And I was just like, this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, the director, the producer of this movie, this was a beautiful message in itself, because for me, it gave me that reminder of, I don't need a bunch of nails. You know what I'm saying? I love to have my nails done, but now when I look at my nails and they're not strong, the foundation is not strong. So anytime I apply nails, I'm just weakening my nails, the foundation. And there's nothing wrong with getting your nails done. I was just realizing these small little pieces of the movie, right? And then I thought about how deep PTSD, I just imagined it for my community as a whole, right? Like, being separated from family, you know, being separated from the only thing you know. Is, at that time, it was forced. Now we live more in modern day that it's intentional, right? And it was like, wow. Like, I couldn't imagine being separated at birth. I couldn't imagine being ripped away from the only family I know. You know what I'm saying? And then having to heal through that and transition from being ripped from my family to a whole new way of being, a whole new lifestyle. So just thinking about, it hit me like, okay, Crystal, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this is generational things, if this has been passed down from generation to generation, right? Then we got to take it easy on one another, because that's some deeply rooted trauma. And then, the birth of ways to bring confusion in the equation, and ways to capture, the minds of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, just watching that movie, I thought it was beautiful. It made me really think about tribes, like real soul tribes, the type of tribes that we want to strive for as a people. You know what I'm saying? The type of avenues, things that we can do to build one another, not bring each other down. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had enough. We've had enough experiences of bringing one another down, watching other people bring us down. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see, especially women, us women rise up. You know what I'm saying? In a different way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Rise up in a way of healing those past traumas, right? The past traumas, the things that may have held us back, whether it's when it comes to beauty, when it comes to esteem, when it comes to finance, when it comes to our spiritual walk, when it comes to our emotions, even when it comes to us supporting our men, you know what I'm saying? Because that message of the twins, a woman king and a man king, was beautiful to me. Like, beautiful. Okay? So, yeah, I got that message and I just wanted to share that I really am being called to pull cards on President's Day, simply because the thing for me is when I watched that movie and I was thinking about honor, right? And truth and respect and sovereignty and love and compassion. And I couldn't think of a president that I felt those qualities from. You know what I'm saying? I've only been around for, you know, a short amount of time compared to my grandmother and my father and them. But I was thinking we give an honor to presidents as me being a person of color and having a knowing. I know where my bloodline comes from at this point. I know what I represent. You know what I'm saying? I know where we come from. So for me to continue to play in the background, like to know that, just to have that knowing, it was, I was called to deliver some sort of message, okay? And I'm just not okay with it. And typically, you know, I sit back and I watch, but no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fearful because I know I know that we come from royalty. I know this, right? And so since I have this knowing, I'm not willing anymore to sit in the background and not heal what I know is PTSD in my community, right? Because it's within all of us. We all dealt with PTSD in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from a relationship, family member, anything. Okay, we've all dealt with it. But this is deeper, you know, because watching that movie, all I kept getting, the message I kept getting was warrior, warrior, warriors. It's time for some warriors to stand up. It's time for us to look PTSD in the eye, call upon the Most High God, call upon the protection of our ancestors, our bloodline, to bring this healing to the things that have been holding us back for so long, right? That's the message that I got, y'all, and I'm here to share it. That movie hit me. I cried. I cried when I seen those women walking in unison and strength, where a little boy had wanted to peek to see them. And it wasn't just women warriors. I mean, when you watch the movie, you see the men warriors, but the emphasis on the women warriors, because at this point, we need women warriors. All right, let's get it. I would like to see the energy, divine spirit. You see what I'm saying? The void breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe, the void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. And look at this, you know what I'm saying? Because if I look at this message right here, this person is speaking from the breath of the cosmos, utilizing the will of the Most High, divine spirit here. But the void, that message of PTSD, it hit me. You know what I'm saying? It really hit me. Let's see. Clarify the void, spirit. Clarify the void. Heavenly Mama. Clarify the void. Clarify the void, please. Wow. Feeling chained, bound. Look at this. So when you already see this great cosmic womb, embrace the winter, stop. So right now we just see these that's what I'm saying. When I heard the message of PTSD, when I heard that message of healing, literally walking through it, walking past it, this is something somebody feels attached to, bounded to here, right? And then you got the breath of the cosmos, right? My will to thy will, following through the divine, letting the divine speak, breathe life into you. Wow, clarify the void. Clarify the void. And look, I had to share really quick. Oh my gosh. I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Healing, having faith. I literally said this message was have faith, no fear, right? Then God was calling to me. I didn't even want to be honest, because you know it's usually Monday the Righteous Club, right? But I had told myself I'm gonna just do this collective, and God, whatever it is that you want to come out, let it come out. My will to thy will. Whatever it is that you call me to say, I'll say it. And look what I'm saying. The void. Now, think about it. Think about how deep some of these issues, these traumas run for us. And then I was just talking about The Woman King. That movie took me all the way back to thinking about back when there were dynasties and tribes and where my people really came from. Look at this pitch black, you know what I'm saying? And how we kind of I feel like we have forgotten this. There's this void here and this in our community, and we know where it comes from. We know, because look what I'm seeing here. The devil, this attachment, right? But then when I said walking through it and healing, having faith, the star card is having faith to heal this attachment. And when you see it being chained, this message hit me, you guys, and pray for my protection for what I'm speaking out loud, because if you see it, you see melanated and then you see European, both being chained to what looks like, I just see these chains. So again, this message is being called to me. I'm being convicted to speak this without fear, okay? As far as healing the minds not only of the people who look like me, but healing the minds of the people who do not look like me, right? The people who share a different color skin than I do, right? Because the trauma is so deep. It is. I am only in my mid-30s. I can only imagine how hard it is for people over 40 and over 50 and over 60 and over 70 and over 80 who are still living, who had had to either participate in this trade, this slave trade here, or who had to endure it. But then having the faith to heal this, turn the backs, because there's a void, and we already see this. We see this every day in society. And we see this every day that we need to heal these chains that are holding us as a society, as a nation, right? But this, I could be, so first of all, I see Aquarius energy here. I see Capricorn energy here. 10, 5, 15. That's the 6. Virgo energy here. 10, 5, 6, 7. That's the 8. Scorpio energy here. All right. But this void, time to stop. It's time, the great cosmic womb. Imagine what that even means. Having a rebirth in the womb for women. I started this message with warrior women, and with us women, okay, with us women, you see these addictions being tied. You see it. I don't have to make it up. These are two naked individuals. So these could be, we dealing with sexual addictions, because you see the great cosmic womb. Women have been dealing with this, being vulnerable, even in love, having faith when it comes to love, because they've been trying to heal this void. Us giving our wounds away, healing this wound. I can't make, the first two cards are the major arcanas here, all right? And you see these chains here, right? And even in that movie, she had mentioned she had been raped repeatedly, not only by Africans, but by Europeans. Okay? Clarify, can we have some more on the void, please? I could be talking to a star here who is healing toxicity. Whatever people could be chained to here, somebody here is having the faith to heal this void that people could be changed to. The world. Look, these are major arcanas here. My gosh. Thank you, divine spirit. You got the devil, the star, and the world. Look what I'm saying. Having the strength. This is vulnerability. This is looking in the mirror, right? Embracing this winter, this coldness, whatever is making you cold, whatever makes you feel just chained, locked away. And for women, I'm feeling like my message today is for the warrior type woman. I really feel like this message is about even men seeing warrior women in their natural state. Look at this. They're all naked, vulnerable, natural, having faith to heal voids, these chains here, okay? I mean, I can't ignore that I see 3 major arcanas here. 3. The only card, you got the devil card, which we already know right now. We live in a society that we have embraced toxicity. We have normalized toxicities. I mean, we have entertainers who actually, what's the word I'm looking for? They glorify being toxic. Why they do that at? And we're okay with this. And when I'm talking about I'm talking about any person here who feels like there's some sort of void in your life, whether it's financial, connection, emotional, spiritual, family, whatever it is. Because you see, man, I got to take it down a notch because there's only 3 cards up here. But somebody here is having faith and infinite. You see that infinity? Somebody here wants to heal the world, dog, from these chains that are keeping us bounded. Because micromanaging the universe, my will to thy will, breath of the cosmos. The cosmos, ain't no man made the cosmos or the universe. So you can deny the Most High all you want to, but I work for a company, okay, where we are researching and we want to find ways to explore the universe. That's being done to this day. We got to get there first. So breath of the cosmos, that's breath of God. Somebody speaking, God is giving the power to you, to me, to us, if you are willing to heal these voids in your life, and whatever way you can do it. Speaking truth, speaking life. The warrior king, what was that movie called? She was the woman king, excuse me, warrior king, whatever. I could be talking to a man, I could be talking to a woman. I'm talking to the warrior mindsets. I don't want to hear, if you can talk about repping a gang, then you already got, from my understanding, I don't know much about gangs, okay? Let me tell you that right now. I'm not from, doesn't matter. I know what I know as far as experience and speaking to other people, but if you can rep a gang, then you should be a warrior. A real warrior. You should be in the front lines when it comes down to atrocities happening to disenfranchised people. You should be in the front lines, ready to go. You shouldn't be in the background shooting your own man because he stepped on your shoe, or shooting a man because he slept with your old lady. You got bigger fish to fry if you go so hard. Look what I'm saying, Five of Wands. Hold on, I'm sorry. Yo, what you think about the planet that they say circles the moon that looks just like Earth and is lovable? I forgot the name of it. Risings, right? I don't think I'm familiar with what you're referring to. What do you think about the planet that they say circles the moon? Are you sure it's not another moon that circles like the moon that is? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, risings to you. All right, so breath of the cosmos. We see the Five of Wands. Now look what I'm saying. This ain't even just directed to, because I already see what I see. This isn't just directed to people of color, brown and black skin here. Okay, warrior mindset. All right, because right here, I know what I see. I see my Asian brothers and sisters. I see my interracial brothers and sisters. Really, sisters. Okay? As I mentioned before, livable. Oh, I haven't heard of that. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, Ray. I'm not familiar. I wouldn't, you know me, I wouldn't doubt it. Look, at the end of the day, the God I serve is bigger than anything that we could ever imagine. Infinite, right? So I'm not the type that can put God in a box and say, this isn't possible and that ain't possible. All I know is breath of the cosmos. God spoke it and it was so. That's the only thing I know. So if God speaketh through me, through you, through however way. But again, it's not speaking lies, right? Not deception, right? Not chaos, not conflict, not addictions, right? No. Not toxicities. If we're speaking about toxicities, that's devil-like behavior, right? Right? If we're normalizing toxicities and addictions, sickness and death, chaos and being influenced, competitive, if that's what we're speaking, almost 9 is identical to Earth. TOI 700E. Word. Nah, I see, Ray, I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know what that's about. That's interesting though. You know that's interesting to me. But you see what I see here? These chains here that could be holding us back because there's voids here. Conflict, chaos, confusion. My will to thy will. I'm going to tell you right now. Talk to God. If you don't have a relationship with the Most High, Divine Spirit, God, the universe, it's time to have one. All right? And regardless of what you call, you know, it's time to jump into your faith. Don't be fearful. We've been living in fear for generations. Clarify, breath of the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? Even people got these masks on. Man, don't get me sick. Clarify, breath of the cosmos. Ace of Cups. Love. You see what I'm saying? Look at the divine. The divine is offering this love. You see what I'm saying? To all of this mayhem. It's literally, here you go. Here you go, because it's an ending. Heal this. Heal this star here is going to heal the world. You see what I'm saying? Here, this is what I'm calling you to do. Send this love to all of this destruction here. All of this chaos here. Breathe. Breathe the life of the cosmos. I want you to speak my will here. I'm trying to tell y'all, if you've been battling, if you have been battling speaking up when it comes to your, what it looks like to me, following the divine's word, offering whatever this love is. Because look, I literally see the Ace of Cups here. This is new love here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. We got Leo energy, Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy, Capricorn energy again here. The divine is offering this new love. The divine is breathing into somebody. Love, life, to share here, to all of this chaos. Being chained, man. It's almost as if I'm still can't get off of this message of us normalizing chaos, toxicities, sickness. Clarify, breath of the cosmos. Clarify, breath of the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? Everything is fine. Ten of Swords. Because we've been bringing a betrayal on ourselves. Even look, and I'm going to be honest with y'all with what I see. Because you see this European woman here, right? And I can even understand when I talked about PTSD, right? And I mentioned, because this is not only people of color dealing with PTSD, being chained to this. This is also European brothers and sisters, right? Who, some of them have been getting a lot of betrayal, hurt, chaos. This is the worst part. And I see that the storm here, because think about it. There's no love for a Virgo, LOL. Think about it, right? Us as people of color, that void, that PTSD, that hurt from generations of torture and killing. You see our sister here, right? Because regardless of the let's be clear, regardless, it's about forgiveness. There's no way, I can't say there's no way, but a righteous life is a forgiving life, in my opinion. But we see that they could be seeing these atrocities, right? They could be very well aware of what has been happening. But how do you face it as a European person? Right? First, you got to acknowledge it. You got to acknowledge it to be true. Like, what has happened here, our generation, the people that are of our descent, this is what they did. And what they did was cause a void. We're not thinking about it deeper, something deeply rooted, because we're only thinking on a surface level, right? We're only thinking, well, we abolished slavery. They're okay. We made them free. They should be okay, right? We're not thinking about how this could have kept people chained emotionally, mentally. We talk about what happens when somebody gets raped in this system. Now, we talk about what could happen if you're repeatedly raped, but we don't want to talk about when Black and brown women were repeatedly raped because of a trade system that went on and how that could have affected them. This void, right? We don't talk about that. And it's easy, of course, our brothers and sisters, our European brothers and sisters, they could feel so betrayed from their ancestors. They could feel so hurt because all they can do is watch. They may not know what to do. But what they can do, because you see this hand, you see what this hand is. It's offer love, right? Because God is what? From my understanding, God is love, right? So it says everything is fine. If you align yourself here with the Most High God, regardless of what nationality you are, God is divine love. God will offer this love, or God will breathe into his or her, excuse me, as we speak, children, all of this competitive energy, and offer this love, right? Offer this love to heal. What do you see? Do you see what that says? I can't make it up. Having faith. Because this being chained here to these toxicities, trying to normalize toxicity, this ain't nothing but a void of hurt. That's the reason why we're normalizing toxicities now. Our entertainers. That's why they're normalizing it, because people are hurt. I got 6 cards on it, literally. And I just wanted to, I was called to even use, these are my grandfather cards, okay? It orbits within its stars, I can't say that word, habitable zone, not to speak of your topic, not to speak off your topic, but I know you work for NASA, and they recently announced it, so you know I had to go to a reference I know and believe, which is you, LOL. But I gotta look into it. There's no love for Virgo. Shout out, Greg. There's always love for Virgos. I'm Virgo rising. Of course, there better be love for Virgos. But Ray, I'm gonna have to look into that. And it's okay. You're not speaking off topic. I mean, stars, world. Okay. That might be something to find out. You know, the void. This looks like the universe here to me, anyways. Right? All right, so these are my grandfather cards, you guys. These are what I started with a couple years back. So I definitely was called to use these. But all right, so I'm going to take it down to a mundane level. All right, so there could be a lot of competition here. But somebody here, the divine is offering this new love. All right, because it looks like there was completions. We definitely see an ending here to betrayals here. But I took it to a higher level of what I felt in my message being chained here. A group of people, all right? And I see this black and white racial related divide here. I can see there are European people here who could be chained to whatever the system is, okay? Whatever this is, because this even gives me, I see that this just gave me like that patriarch mindset, but I'm not going to go there. But I even see European women here as warriors having faith here, coming together to break these chains. They're looking themselves in the mirror here to bring an ending to these cycles that have been continuously happening here. Clarify the devil. Clarify the devil. The sun. Oh my gosh. Confident. Somebody is the sun and the star. Somebody here having faith, they're praying, meditating. You see what I'm saying? Their mind here is a gift from the divine. Look at this. Somebody here who, yes, this void here. So I can tell right now, because there's nothing but major arcanas on this side. You got a Capricorn, an Aquarius, another Capricorn, a Leo, 1021, Gemini, 10, 5, 15, that's the 6, Virgo, 10, 5, 6, 7, 17, that's the 8, Scorpio. We got There's a void here, right? It's saying to stop, embrace the winter, this great cosmic wound, regardless if I'm talking to a man or a woman, right? Because this is energy, all right? This ain't about gender, but in the message that I initially heard, it was about women, about somebody here who could be a star, okay? They could be a world-renowned star, all right? But somebody here is having faith. They're healing these toxicities. Somebody here is confident. They're beautiful. They're strong. This is a warrior. Somebody here who meditates. They pray here. Yes, they're having faith to heal these, whatever this void is. Clarify the star. Somebody's vulnerable. They're transparent. Wow. Who would ever thought? I mean, I didn't even see this message. You on fire with now. You speaking to me. Knight of Swords. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Somebody's turning their back. Somebody's being called. All right. If there is a void that any man or woman, that we've already talked about, that PTSD, that was the beginning of this message, feeling chained and bound to something, whatever this is, an addiction, toxicities, feeling chained sexually here, whatever this could be, somebody here is either being called to have the faith, to heal, to pray. If you pray, if you're a writer, you could write. If you meditate, whatever it is that you do, having your faith, because somebody here is turning their, it looks like they're turning their back to a Capricorn or a Leo, a Gemini, or a Virgo here. But somebody here is getting clarity. They're literally being called to bring an ending. The world here, the thing about this is this looks like a mirror, right? Somebody is facing themselves, are being called to face themselves, their vulnerable, natural self. Here, be naked. When I say naked, I mean living in truth, even if it's scary. It's never fun to have to face your dark, ugly, the things that we don't want to share with people, the things that are void in our lives, right? Who wants to face that for real? But it's so much easier to live in this, right? It's so much easier because this is the way of the world, right? This is what society, if society says it's okay, it's all right for me to be chained and bound, right? But I see somebody here who's turning their back to addiction and toxicities. They're healing, they're having faith, somebody's confident, somebody's world-renowned, beautiful, just vibrant here. Clarify the world card. I could be speaking to a Capricorn, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. It's the same energy. Clarify the world card. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. New love, new opportunities. Literally, whoever I'm speaking to, you could be a star. You could be world renowned. Whoever is having this faith here, whoever's being honest with themselves, being honest with the world, healing. Somebody, the divine is offering this new opportunity. Somebody's turning their back to toxicity. Somebody's healing, or they're being called to do this, okay? Clarify the Five of Wands. This is a beautiful reading, okay? That movie that I saw, vulnerability is the scariest thing in the world, and true vulnerability is love. You on fire with it now. You speaking to me. It is, right? Vulnerability is scary. Let's be clear. That means you showcasing your true authentic self, right? That means people would have to see they already see the great parts of us, right? Because that's what we like to share. But really seeing the scary parts of us, the toxic parts of us that we're working to heal, that's true love, though. That's unconditional love. If somebody can accept you, Ray, when you are in your vulnerable state, healing, that's love. Because who are we to judge, first of all? Remember, we're not here to judge. We are here to make decisions, okay? Place judgments on our actions, but we're not here to judge the next person, because not a single one of us is perfect. Not one of us. All right? Clarify Five of Wands. I got to hurry up. Right, there we go. Clarify the Five of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Queen of Wands. Eight of Cups. You see what I'm saying? This is still, she looks like a warrior to me. Okay. So I'm getting feminine energy. I'm going to stop focusing on specifically women here. Okay. But the message that I got initially at first was about women stepping up. And I mean, having the strength here to heal these voids. What looks like, it definitely looks like from the past, generational things, being chained here, sexually here, being raped, being abused here, being hurt here. Okay. It's time. And I know it's easy for me to say it's time, but it's time first for us to acknowledge that hurt, right? And that can be men or women alike, but I'm seeing women here. I'm seeing both melanated women and European women here who could have been abused, could have been just tied. Something here could have been chaining somebody, could have been making somebody feel bounded. And this is a void in somebody's heart here, their womb here, okay? Somebody here could have, could have been dealing, I definitely am getting that feel of like having sexual addictions and, that void, great cosmic womb. So I'm feeling like abortions, things of that nature. But either way, heal that void. It's time to embrace that coldness, all right? That coldness that could have came from even giving your body away here, all right? But I see this Eight of Cups here. Somebody here is just looking at, because there could have been a lot of love here. Somebody could have offered a lot of love here. There could have been a lot of conflict here, or it doesn't even matter because I see the Queen of Wands here. You got the Star and the World here. The Queen of Wands is a warrior. This could be a baby mother I'm speaking to, or a baby father, okay? Because this could be the King of Wands, somebody who's very attractive, confident, a star. Somebody's healing these toxicities. Somebody here, there's a new opportunity here, and somebody is very fortunate. Of course, I see a fortune teller. I could be talking to a fortune teller here. All right. But somebody here, yes, they're bringing an ending to competition. They're speaking the breath of cosmos. They're speaking, listen, all right. Because somebody here could be fighting themselves about speaking out here. All right. Following the divine. If God is speaking to you, listen, if God is offering you this love, however way God could be speaking to you, you're being called here. Walk away from competition here. Walk away, have this ending here. And somebody here is being very bold. Because first of all, let's be clear, like Ray said, vulnerability is scary. You got to be courageous. You got to be bold. You got to have a more warrior mindset to walk in your vulnerable state, okay? Not everybody's built to do it because of being afraid, because of the spirit of fear, right? But whoever I'm speaking to, because I see Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn again, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio again, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo again, same energy over and over and over again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, same energy. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Strength card. Dang, yo. You got the sun, the strength, the star, the world, even the devil. Because sometimes in tarot, the devil in this, it doesn't always have to be something so dark. It could just be repeatedly doing something here. So somebody here could be repeatedly praying. They could be obsessively meditating, praying, having faith. Yes, speaking, because the clarity here, we see the breath of cosmos. Somebody here could be speaking the truth, slowly going to heal the world. I mean, I'm seeing this. Having this new opportunity, having the strength. You see this card? It's a lion. Dog. The message was warrior, okay? The message that I started with was have faith, no fear. Have faith, no fear. You can't walk in fear to be your authentic self, to heal whatever this void is, this PTSD or this abuse or this rape or whatever happened to you. Whatever happened to you. Even this slave mentality, this chain, this my European brothers and sisters here who maybe they just feel this betrayal. They're holding on to the weight of what their ancestors did. But if you're not doing nothing, if you're not speaking God body here, instead of all this competition, and it's time to walk away from this fighting with your brothers and your sisters, black and white people. Okay? That's what I see. I can't make this up. I wouldn't make this up if I wanted to. Clarify. Look at, you see this lion? What color is this lion? It's a mixture, ain't it? The strength of both black, white, Asian, Hispanic, everybody has to come together here. This void is what's keeping us toxic. Okay, God. All right, I hear you. And I know you're speaking to me too, Tower card. Look what I say. Unexpected change. Look at what I say. An unexpected change. And during this Tower, everything is fine. Everything. My sweet man, I see this new love, this strength here that's coming over somebody. Somebody's healing, like I said. Somebody's being called to heal these voids here. It's time to embrace this hurt, whatever this hurt is, whether it is from your adolescence, whether this is from a family member, whether this is from a love interest, whether this is race related, whatever this is about, because this message can be different for everybody. All I see is time to have faith here. You see it. I ain't make this up. I don't gotta make this up. The Most High God lives with me. I prayed before I did this message. I spoke over each and every one of us. Life and truth. For us to be abundant. For us to get away from these dark nights here. Somebody could be having a dark night of the soul here. Okay? That means healing that old way of thinking, that mentality here. The dark night of the soul is having to look yourself in the mirror and acknowledge what you have contributed to this void. It's time to breathe life. Whether that means you need to pray and ask God to reveal to you your truth. Reveal to me, God. Divine, spirit, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the stars. I don't care. It's time to speak healing over your life. Speak healing over your mind. Speak healing over these addictions. Speak healing over these toxicities, whatever's keeping you chained and bounded. There could have been betrayals that you could have dealt with, but that was in the past, and it says everything is fine. I see all these swords here who could have, listen, I know betrayal very well. But one thing's for sure, I'm not going to let the acts of betrayal keep me stuck and bounded. And neither should you. It's time. Look, the divine is offering this love, okay? I see this the Scorpio, Aries energy. All right, Leo energy, Scorpios, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Capricorn. It's the same energy, Virgo energy here, all right? Having the strength here to heal these toxicities, heal this, whatever this void is here, this great cosmic wound, whatever here, because I definitely see this nakedness. I see these sexual addictions. I see smoking here. I see whatever you've been feeling chained to and bound, all right? And we're going to take it down a notch because I see there's competition. All right. Could be from a Leo, a Scorpio, somebody here, or not even competition. It looks like somebody here is bringing an ending to competition. Somebody's walking away from competition and offering new love here. The divine here is offering new love to end this competition here. Whoever this leader is, this warrior, this fine Queen of Wands individual here, somebody sits, they're standing strong here. All right. I see these flowers yet again, flowers in somebody's hair here, okay? Whoever's meditating, whoever's praying here, all right? This could be man or woman, all right? And I just see the divine is offering this new love. There's an unexpected change coming. And all these betrayals that you dealt with in the past, there's an ending to it, completion to it, all right? Somebody here could be what looks like, yeah, watching somebody on their phone here. Somebody here could be mature, older. This could be an older Caucasian individual, feminine, who has been betrayed multiple times by new love. So yeah, somebody here could have been, but it could have been stabbed in the back multiple times. They could have offered their love here to a Sagittarius or a Scorpio, a Leo, a Aries, 10, 5, 6, Libra, Leo. Somebody here was they were stabbed multiple times, all right? But somebody still, even with these betrayals, they are having this change and offering love here very confidently. Somebody's a fortune teller or very fortunate, or these cycles here, somebody's bringing an ending to these cycles. They're going to their fortunes. They're bringing an ending to competition here. Somebody here is confident. They're bright. They're turning their back to toxicities and they're healing toxicities, or they're healing. I mean, it's the same energy. Somebody's having a new opportunity to heal the world, okay, from these voids. That's what I got. I love y'all. I have to go now. This was a beautiful reading. I pray it resonated with you. I know that I started at the beginning. I felt that energy, this warrior, this mindset of being a warrior, having the strength, being strong, man or woman alive. The Queen of Wands is the confident leader, okay? This could be a parental figure, because the Queen of Wands typically has children, all right? It could be a King of Wands. Either way, this is a leader, somebody standing strong, and they're healing here. Somebody's very vulnerable. Somebody's being naked. They're healing this void. They're healing these toxicities. Or whomever I'm speaking to, you're being called here. I could be speaking to a Capricorn, an Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, Gemini again, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, 10, 5, 6, Libra, Leo, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scorpio again, transformations, that's all I'm getting. Leo again, Scorpio again, Sagittarius again, Capricorn again, Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces. It's the same energy, dog. But it's time to take, the divine is saying stop. Embrace whatever this is, all right? Whatever you've been feeling chained to, whatever has been holding you back, whatever you've been addicted to, whatever could have been toxic in your life, all right? Yeah, I'm still pulling knives out my back. Whatever this is, Greg, the divine is calling you. The message is my will to thy will, all right? And I'm not here to serve any type of pushing a religion on anybody. All I'm saying is, it says breath of the cosmos, right? Give thanks for the breath. Give thanks for even rising up today, right? Because you didn't have to. The divine offered you that love, Ace of Cups, right? Right? Even if you've been backstabbed multiple times, the divine is still offering you this Ace of Cups, telling you it's time to walk away from all of these cups. Cups represent emotions, love, all right? You could be swimming in a pool of heartbreak, of offering, because you offered your cup multiple times in love and dealt with competition and conflict and chaos and gossip and fighting. Even you could have dealt with, again, we mentioned abuse, 5 of Wands, physical abuse, rape, whatever it is, okay? Have faith, no fear. You can heal it. You have to believe it, first of all right? I love you guys. I pray you have a beautiful day. I have to get on to Virginia Beach to get to my baby. But thanks for rocking with me. I really appreciate you, Ray, Greg. It was really dope that you guys were on here. If this message resonated with you, I see Ray definitely said, it could resonate with him. But It's calling us to be strong, yo. So I think it's time. Till next time. Peace.